Hello Live Wires, Heather Boyd Wire here. Today I'm going to make some really cute little ice cream cone earrings. They could also be pendants. The design was inspired by my live stream where I made the ice cream cone ring. What you're going to need for this project is 20 gauge wire. I have gold wire for the base and rose colored wire for the ice cream. I have 24 gauge wire for the details in the cone. You'll need flat pliers, round pliers, and your cutters. To get started, I have a small piece of wire. It's about 3 inches long, and we're just going to clip the end flush and then get our round pliers and just make a tiny little loop on the end. So just bring this one around and make a tiny little loop there. If you need, you can just pinch it in a bit with your flat pliers. Then we're just going to measure it. We can measure about 3/4 of an inch, depends on how big you want to make it. And then we can take our flat pliers and just bend it straight up to make a sharp bend. And then same thing here, we're just going to take this, measure about 3/4 on there, and then we can remove it, and we're going to make a loop on this side. So just take this, loop it around all the way around, and just compare it to make sure it's in the same position. If you have to bring it down a bit, just twist it until it looks even. Of course, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're just going to continue this around so it's straight across. And then we want to make a loop on this side right underneath that loop. So just line them up, hold it with your round pliers, and bring this one around. So we have one loop on top of the other. Clip that one flush, get our flat pliers again, and push it down. So this is just going to line up with that one there. So this is the beginning point for our cone. Then we'll just stick this wire through both of those loops, pull it. So just hold that in place, bend this across at a bit of an angle, and just wind it around. So just take this, wind it around, straighten it as you need to, and then bring it down on an angle here. And then we're just going to take this one, bring it around just to hold it onto the side there. You might have to just straighten it out a little bit, and then bring it down on an angle. So same thing, hold it, push it in there, all the way around, then down here, and then again, bring it through there, round, and then one more down here. It's like a zigzag. So through here, and then we're going to bring it over to this side. If you're having trouble holding the wire, just grab your pliers, bring it through, and then we're going to crisscross our way back up here. So over to this side, bring it around, and then keep going. Twist it as you need. Grab it with your pliers around here. Much easier to grab it with your pliers. Over to this side. Again, and then up to here. We can finish it in that loop. Before we tighten that side, we're going to tighten this side first to make sure they're lined up. So we're going to take this one, bring it in here, and give it a good little tug. So these two loops are lined up. And then we're going to clip that one. This one doesn't have to go through that loop. Again, it can just go underneath. So just push it down underneath, grab it from the other side, bring it up and clip it. So there we have the little cone, and now we'll add the ice cream. So I just have a 4 to 5 inch piece of the 20 gauge wire, and we want to start by doing a loop at the top. So halfway, we're just going to bring this one this way and that one that way, and then we're going to bend that down and this one down. And we'll just flatten them so they're side by side. And then we're going to hold this with the flat pliers, and we're going to bend one of them one way, one of them the other way, and we're just going to kind of start to form a little bit like that. We'll just check about the size here. You can start it with the round pliers if you like, and just kind of go in like that and then in like that. They don't have to be perfect. And then just bring this one around and round it with your finger. Okay, this one too, we're going to bring it here and round it with your thumb or your finger. And then we want to do another kind of loop there. So go ahead and get your round pliers to start it if you have to. This one too, you can just start it with the pliers. Bring it in. Not too much, because you want to do a lot of the bending by hand, and just pull it out, and it's going to naturally form a nice little loop. The copper wire is the best for this. Some other wires might kink up. So just measure it on top how you like it. You can push some of these out a little more to make them more round. And then just once you've decided where to put it, just hold that in your hands. Take this and bend it straight back. And then it's more or less the same on the other side, just where you want it. Take this and bend it straight back on an angle. So this is what you have so far for the ice cream. So now we're just going to take these ends and put them in the loops. You want to make sure these loops were made large enough. You might have to wiggle it a bit to get it in there. And there we have so far the ice cream in the ice cream cone. We want to just bend this one around. You could twist it if you need, but just a simple bend is good. Give it a little clip and pinch it in. And then this side, we're just going to bring this one around, give it a little clip, and pinch this one in place. If you need to, just adjust it any way that you want. So there's the finished ice cream cone. You can put it on a jump ring, on a chain, or on an earring. If you want to do a cherry on top, just take some wire and bend it at a right angle. Start with your bend for the loop at the top, either for an earring or a pendant, and then just bend it straight down like that. Get a little bead. This is a Miracle bead. Make sure your hole is big enough to fit both wires through. So just stick it on there. You could always use 22 gauge wire if this wire doesn't work, and then just stick it right on there. So there is your cherry, and then from there we can just spread these out. On the ring I used a 12mm bead, but I'm just going to use a 8mm bead. I'm going to roll that one around like that, just curve it around, put my bead on there. So that's going to go in the middle here. I'm going to do a full turn around that bead just with the wire, just secure it in place. If you want to make a looser wind, just wind it more than you think, and then push back on it. So then it's going to be like a looser wind. And this side, I'm going to bring it around here. And again, if you want more wire, you can go around the back, all the way around, just to fill it out a little more, like that. So we have it wound on both sides. Looks kind of funky, and just push it out if you need it wider. Then we're just going to see where it's going to fit here. Bend it down on either side. Then we'll just stick these wires in the top, flip it around, pull that, give it a good little tug, clip it, pinch that in place, this side too. We're just going to pull it around, clip it, and pinch that one in place. Adjust it as you need. If you need to pull this out a bit to make it look a little bit more like a ball, you can just adjust it how you need. And then we would just open up the hook, stick it on there, and there you have your super cute little ice cream cone earrings. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out our work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to submit your email, I will send you my free Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.